Good morning, beautiful souls. Just wanted to check in with you. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for the overwhelming support I've been getting the last few days. A lot more subscriptions, comments, which I'm working through and replying to all of you, and also on my Instagram, The Naked Flame. Amazing, so amazing, and I'm truly humbled, and thank you so much. The sun is shining brightly in the UK, hence why I'm wearing sunglasses. So I just want to thank you so much for your support. It keeps me going. And also I wanted to check in and say that I am massively focusing on purging in my home space. I started this about 3 weeks ago, purging and deleting a lot of stuff that was sitting in my cyberspace, and it's amazing, and I've probably said this before, how much stagnant energy is just kind of sitting there. And when you get rid of that, you know, it can be a bit emotional, or it can just take you back to those memories. And although we've pretty much healed those, it is a reminder not just about what has happened to us, but it's a reminder of how far we have come. And some of my twin friends and clients, they're all kind of starting to do this clearing, this purging of cyberspace, and it's just such a good, healthy thing to do. But it hasn't stopped there with me. You know, I've got into literally every corner of my home, and I can remember a couple of nights ago going into my kitchen, and there were like chipped plates and just crap that was just kind of sitting there in cupboards. There was bags of pasta and stuff that had gone out of date. It was like time has stood still the last couple of years. And I went into a couple of drawers which kind of hold maintenance stuff and bulbs and electrics and stuff like that. But I realized when I was digging deep and just throwing a lot of this crap away, I hadn't actually been into some of those boxes in 10 years when I moved to my apartment. And although when I moved to my apartment 10 years ago, it was a brand new apartment, it was a great place, it was a safe, lovely new place for myself and my daughter, who was only about 12 then. But what I realized, what brought it up, was how heartbroken I was when I moved, because I basically had to lose my home. I had a much bigger house in a nice area, and I just couldn't afford it. You know, I was really struggling to pay the debts from my divorce, and in the end the house had to go, and it absolutely broke my heart. But I didn't deal with it. I got some support from my from my mother to buy the new place, and for me, I had to show gratitude and be happy that at least I'm not destitute, and at least I don't have sorry, that's my work phone going. At least I'm not homeless, so I should be grateful. But I was putting on a brave face, and I was heartbroken of that loss. It was a huge loss to me. It was in a way like going backwards, but I didn't deal with it. And it's made me realize the last 10 years I've kind of been in limbo, throughout that time. And I've been holding all this stuff underneath since, just kind of covering. It's like holding all that stuff was covering the scab, and actually digging deep and removing and clearing all of this stuff and clearing out stuff from my bedroom. And I'm talking about 12 black bags have come out of my home recently. It has been extremely emotional and painful, but it's been, it's been enlightening. It's been very, very enlightening, and it just made me realize, we've done so much work, but there is still stuff to do, especially if, like me, you've been covering up and holding stuff. The stagnant energy is there, and although my grids, my home, a lot of my friends and stuff come there, they love the energy of it, because I'm constantly burning incense and clearing and burning candles. all that was doing was really masking that lower vibrational stagnant energy, which I kind of didn't realize was there. It was almost buried so far, I didn't even see it. So I just wanted to share that with you today, that, you know, now, and the other thing was, in the last few years, all I wanted to do was move out of that place. I only ever saw it as I would be there for a little while. And the last sort of 3 or 4 years, all I've wanted to do is move. Constantly wanted to move, get out. And I was about to move in with my pre-twin, but, you know, fortunately, you know, the universe changed things. And although that was a heartbreaking time, that was a good thing that actually happened, although I didn't realize at the time. But now I've done all this clearing and moved all this stuff out, my home now feels like me. You know, I feel cleansed and naked from the inside out, and the same in my home environment. So now I'm actually, for the first time in 10 years, actually enjoying where I live, comfortable where I live, and I love where I live. Not to say I'm not going to move in the future, but it just goes to show that there can be these underlying things that still need to come up and be worked through. So I just want to share that with you. If you've got stuff to clear out in your home, do it. Make space, because the other thing is, you're making space for union. You're making space for your twin. So clear all that crap out and then watch the magic happen, because I have to tell you, I am feeling very, very light and very positive. Anyway, love you all lots, and I'll check in a couple of days. Speak to you soon. Bye.